How to finally escape the getting burned cycle and build real income online. Welcome to this exclusive training. In the next few minutes, I'm going to teach you the 3 critical mistakes that keep people stuck in the getting burned cycle and reveal the exact system I use to generate thousands of dollars per day with affiliate marketing working part-time. Now, before I teach you what works, let me share with you why I'm uniquely qualified to help you break this cycle, because I've gotten burned worse than anybody. Okay, my name is Greg Davis, and for 7 years straight, I fell for every shiny object out there. Multi-level marketing that promised passive income, biz ops that guaranteed overnight success, courses that cost thousands of dollars but delivered nothing. I lost over $50,000, wasted countless hours, destroyed relationships, and almost gave up on the dream of financial freedom. As a matter of fact, I quit for a whole year. But I hated my job so much. Every day I just dreaded going there. It was so just soul sucking and depressing. And so I had to do something. So I just felt that I had to make this home business work. So I dove headfirst into affiliate marketing. I put on the blinders, cleaned my email box. If it didn't have anything to do with affiliate marketing, then I unsubscribed. And I did make some sales, but I was losing money every day because I was buying ads. So I was buying ads, I was getting sales, but I was still losing money. So eventually I ran out of money. So one day I got the mail, and my wife had got a credit card in the mail, a new credit card. And I was like, man, this is the answer to my prayers, because I just ran out of money, to buy ads to make my affiliate sales. So I had this credit card, and I was like, you know what? I can use this credit card to buy traffic, to buy these ads. And, and by the time the bills due, I'll have the money, and then I'll pay it before she even knows what happened. I didn't tell her she got the card. I, opened it, activated it, and I used her card to buy ads to make affiliate sales. But it still didn't work out like that. I still was losing money. And then the day that I dreaded happened. Like, she got home first, she opened the mail, and she got the credit card statement, and she was livid. She was so mad. I'd never seen her angry in my life. And I was like, man, this is really bad. This is really bad. So I'm not sure if it was just the stress of possibly, losing my marriage, and the fact that I hated my job and I wasn't making enough money, all that stuff. But I had a breakthrough. I had a breakthrough, and something clicked. Okay. And what clicked was that I had a mindset shift, which we're going to get into a little bit later. And I discovered what exactly separates people making the real money from those getting burned over and over. And in 3 months' time, I went from losing $100 per day to making over $100,000 per month. Okay. It took me 7 years of failure, but when it happened fast. Needless to say, I was able to quit my 9-to-5 job, and I was able to do this full time. And again, I use full time loosely because it was really only part time. It only took a few hours a day. Since then, I've generated millions in affiliate marketing. I've had 50K days. I've had $100,000 days. I've had $1 million months. Okay. But more importantly, I've helped thousands of other burnt entrepreneurs finally break free. So that's why I created this training, to share the exact system that took me from burnt out failure to consistent $1,000 days. So in this training, I'm going to reveal 3 secrets that separate people who keep getting burned from those making 1K plus per day consistently. And by the end, you'll know exactly why you've been stuck and how to finally break free. So let's get into it. Secret number 1, the vehicle mistake. Why you keep choosing the wrong opportunities. Okay. Listen, one day I had a $10,000 wake up call. Okay. And let me tell you about the moment that I realized why I kept getting burned, because I just lost $10,000 on what seemed like a sure thing. It was a done for you system that promised automated income, push button, money while you sleep. I fell for all of that. The guru had screenshots, testimonials, the works. But after 6 months, I had nothing to show for it except for a maxed out credit card and a bruised ego. Okay. So these are the three types of online opportunities, or this is the opportunity hierarchy. Okay, so the type one are the scams. Okay, 80% of what you see out here are just straight up scams. They're designed purely to extract money from desperate people. Promise overnight success with no work. They use fake testimonials, manufactured urgency. Some of the red flags of some of these opportunities are push button systems, no work needed. Make money while you sleep. Okay, not saying that making money while you sleep is not possible. It's very possible, but it does require some work in advance. Okay, so you definitely want to stay away from the scams. Okay, so that's about 80% of what's out there. Okay, type two, we have the mediocre. Okay, this is about 19% of opportunities. These are legitimate, and you can make some money with them, but they always have a fatal flaw that prevents real success. They're usually outdated methods that worked years ago. They require massive time investment for minimal returns. An example, you're looking at most affiliate marketing courses you see out here, again, on most MLMs, drop shipping programs. You've seen these programs, okay? So that's type two, the mediocre. Now, type three is the real deal. These are only 1% of the opportunities out there that you'll see, okay? The type three, the 1% opportunities, proven systems or track record of success, okay? They require work, but give you predictable results. They're based on fundamental business principles that don't change. And because of that, they have built-in scalability and built-in longevity, okay? So this is not some fly-by-night that's gonna work today, not work tomorrow, okay? This is, the 1% of the business opportunities that work, they are founded on principles that don't change. So, even though technology is changing all the time, all these different online platforms are changing all the time, as long as you have an opportunity that operates on these principles that don't change, then you're going to be good. Then you'll be able to adapt to all the changes that happen, and you'll keep making money month after month, year after year, hopefully decade after decade. Okay, and my system, of course, is a 1% system. Okay, my system is called the 2-lane profit system. Not 2-lane like the school, but 2-lane like 2 lanes on a highway. Okay, the 2-lane profit system is a system that I use, and it is one of these 1% systems, which you're going to see as we go along. Okay, but here's a key insight. Okay, most people get burned because they choose opportunities that sound good instead of opportunities that are good. Okay, they're attracted to the promise instead of evaluating the process. But here's what's crazy. Even when people find legitimate opportunities like this one, like mine, there's an internal mistake that sabotages them before they even start. And that gets me over to secret number 2, the mindset mistake, okay? Because it wasn't until I shifted my mindset that I was able to shift my results from losing money every day to making over $100,000 per month. So let's get into the secret number 2, the mindset mistake, the burned entrepreneur trap, okay? So this is a mindset prison that almost ended everything. Okay, after my biggest loss, like I was saying, after about 6 years, I was done. I was burnt out. I was tired of being burned. I was tired of losing money. And so I basically swore for making money online forever. I told my wife, I'm done. Obviously, I'm not cut out for this. But then I realized something that changed everything. I wasn't failing because I wasn't capable. I was failing because I had developed what I call burned entrepreneur syndrome. So these are 4 burned entrepreneur limiting beliefs that keep you stuck. Okay, listen up. Limiting belief number 1, I've been burned before, so I'll probably get burned again. Here's how you reframe that. Okay, every successful entrepreneur has a graveyard of failures behind them. Okay, the evidence, look, I failed for 7 years before succeeding. Failure is a part of the process. Okay, don't look at it as failure. You got to look at it as learning. Okay, this is what it took for you to learn the process. Okay, limited belief number 2: all make money online opportunities are scams. And the truth is, the scams are out there. They're loud and visible, but real opportunities exist for those who know what to look for. Okay, just to reframe this, legitimate businesses exist online just like offline. Okay. And look at the evidence. Billions of dollars in legitimate affiliate commissions are paid out annually. Billions of dollars, okay? Don't you want to get your cut of that? All right, keep listening. Limited belief number 3. I need to start with free methods to avoid getting burned again. Again, to reframe, every real business requires investment in customer acquisition. I mean, think about real business out there, the real big businesses that we know. Like, why do they advertise? Why do they advertise? Why do they do commercials? Why do they just advertise? They advertise to get customers, okay? They spend money on ads to get customers. This is how real businesses operate. And so this is how you should operate your business as well. Every single online business invests in paid traffic. That's just the way it is. The quicker you realize that, the quicker you're going to start making money. Limiting belief number 4. If I failed before, I'm not cut out for entrepreneurship. And the truth of the matter is, failure is a feedback, okay, not a life sentence. You got to reframe that. Your failures have prepared you to recognize what works. Now you know what works and what doesn't work. And let's look at the evidence of that, okay? Most successful, I would venture to say all successful entrepreneurs failed multiple times before they succeeded. Every single one, okay? So all those failures is learning, okay? You're not failing. The only time you truly fail is if you quit. Because you quit, then quitters never win, okay? And winners never quit, okay? So as long as you haven't quit, the failures are teaching you what's working, what's not working, and it's gonna all get you to where you wanna be. So you gotta make this mindset shift from victim to educated investor, okay? Educated business investor. And the moment I stop seeing myself as someone who always gets burned and start seeing myself as someone who was learning what works, everything changed. I went from victim to student to success story in no time flat. And see, here's the psychology behind success. Burned entrepreneurs who succeed have one thing in common. They use their past failures as education, not excuses. Okay, but get this. Even with the right opportunity and the right mindset, there's one more critical mistake that keeps even smart people stuck. And that's secret number 3, the execution mistake. Why good people choose bad traffic sources. Okay, so this is a story of the free traffic trap that cost me years, okay, years. So even after I found legitimate opportunities, fixed my mindset, I kept failing because of this one critical mistake. I was still trying to get free traffic. I thought I was being smart by avoiding paid advertising after being burned so many times. I was actually being stupid though and keeping myself broke. Okay, so here's a traffic source hierarchy. Okay, and this is why most people stay broke. Okay, level 1, you got free traffic methods. You got SEO, search engine optimization, so that your site can come up high on Google. You have social media posting, YouTube content marketing. The problem with all that is that it's unreliable, is unscalable, and is unsustainable. Yeah, you might make a post, you might even go viral once or twice, but that's not day in, day out money. You can't rely on that for day in, day out profits, okay? But a lot of people choose to do this because of fear of spending money, and especially after being burned a few times, okay? So then some people will get into, okay, I'm going to pay for some traffic, but they get into cheap paid traffic. Okay, so this is level 2, cheap paid traffic. So they look at solo ads, banner ads, some low quality traffic sources. And the problem is that low quality traffic doesn't convert that well. Okay, you don't turn that traffic into sales very well. Okay, so but it kind of seems like as a good compromise between free traffic and expensive traffic. Okay, but it still doesn't work. Okay, and then there's level 3. Level 3 traffic sources are premium paid traffic. And that's what Facebook ads are. It's the highest quality, most targetable traffic available. Okay, and the advantage to that is that it's predictable, it's scalable, and it's very profitable when it's done right. And the reality is that you can start seeing results in days, not weeks or months, but days. Well, why do people avoid it? Fear and misconceptions. Fear of losing money and the misconception of that it's just too cheap and it's too expensive and it's not going to work. Well, let's destroy these traffic myths, okay? Okay, let's look at false belief. I shouldn't spend money on traffic after being burned before. The truth, every legitimate business invests in customer acquisition. It's not an expense, it's an investment. It's another false belief. Facebook ads are too complicated for someone like me. The truth, with the right system, Facebook ads are actually simpler than free methods. Another false belief. I need thousands of dollars to start with Facebook ads. The truth, you can start profitably with as little as $20 a day when you have the right system. And last false belief, Facebook ads are too risky. I've been burned. The truth, Facebook ads are actually less risky because they're predictable and measurable. Okay. So this was a big breakthrough for me. When I finally invested in Facebook ads with the right system and the right mindset, I went from 7 years of struggle to thousands of dollars per day in just weeks. The difference was night and day. Like I said, I went from losing $100 a day to making over $100,000 per month. And that's how all happened in the space of 3 months. So here's a key insight. Don't mess with free traffic. Free traffic keeps you broke. Cheap traffic keeps you frustrated. Premium traffic, like Facebook ad traffic, makes you profitable. So let's recap these 3 critical secrets. Secret number 1, you keep choosing opportunities based on emotion instead of logic. And, you need a system like the 2-lane profit system. Secret number 1, you keep choosing opportunities based on emotion instead of logic. And look, the 2-lane profit system, my system that I use, is one of these 1% systems that we talked about, one of these real opportunities that actually works, okay? So you got to go with the right opportunities. Secret number 2, the burned entrepreneur mindset is keeping you stuck in the victim cycle instead of a success cycle, okay? And then secret number 3 is you're choosing inferior traffic sources out of fear instead of investing in premium traffic that actually works. So here's the brutal truth. 95% of people that watch this training, get excited, might even take notes, but then they do absolutely nothing. They'll go back to the old patterns, try another free method, and wonder why they're still stuck a year from now. You got to do something different. You need a better system, okay? Now, this is why my system, the 2-lane profit system, is the system that you need to follow. It is truly a 1% opportunity, okay? And why is it a 1% opportunity? Going back to what we talked about before, it's a proven system with track record of success, okay? It requires work. I'm not going to say you can sit here and get rich and make all this money, doing nothing. No, it requires work, but it's going to provide predictable results, okay? You're going to put in the work and you're going to get results, that okay? And that's measurable and scalable, okay? And also, you want something that's based on fundamental business principles that don't change, okay? And finally, you want to have built-in scalability and longevity, okay? Those are the characteristics of a 1% opportunity, all right? And that is what the 2-lane profit system is all about. So exactly what is this 2-lane profit system? Lane 1 is high ticket affiliate commissions, okay? So instead of just making $20, $30 per sale, you're going to make $500 to $2,000 per sale, okay? And this is immediate income, okay? Now, the only way that you can access these high ticket affiliate offers is to be a part of this system, okay? This isn't just available to anybody. I'm not letting anybody just promote these products. You have to have the proper training, in the system in order to promote this product, okay? But I'm going to give you a product where you can get $500 to $2,000 commissions in one shot. Okay, so you make $1,000 a day. It might only take you one sale. So one sale and one sale a day on Facebook. I can show you how to do that in my sleep. Okay, trust me, it's way easier than you think it is. Way easier. All right, so lane 1 is high ticket affiliate commissions. Now lane 2 is a residual income stream, okay? So we want money now, but we also want to build money for later, okay? And so with lane 2, it's going to be monthly recurring commissions that compound and grow month after month after month. And so eventually, now this is still, you still have to do the same work. The beauty of my 2-lane system is that both of these 2 lanes come from the same ad. Okay, you place the same ad on Facebook and you get the immediate money up front, the affiliate commission, you get the immediate money up front. And then you also get the residual income that builds month after month so that you get later money. So you get now money and you get later money, okay? Hence the 2 lanes. That's why I call it the 2-lane profit system. The traffic source for this, like we already talked about, is going to be Facebook ads. Okay, the most reliable, scalable traffic source available. There's no product creation. You don't have to create a product. You leverage other people's proven offers. Okay, in this case, you're gonna leverage my proven offer. Okay, there's no recruiting. Okay, you don't have to talk to your friends, family. There's no warm market. There's no burn through relationships. Just trying to people like, oh, you just want to talk to me to get you in the business, or get me in the business and stuff like that. No, maintain and keep your relationships just with your friends and family. Don't worry about trying to get them into a business. None of that is required. Also, no complex funnels. Okay, we have a simple direct to offer approach that anybody can do. And finally, the best part is that we use AI to do everything. Okay, everything. Okay, AI does all the heavy lifting, so you have more time to do the things that you want to do. Okay. So, how do we put this system to work? Yeah, Greg, this 2-lane profit system sounds great, but how do I actually put it into work? I'm glad you asked. This is why I put together what I call the 6 Figures Part-Time Workshop. Okay, I created the 6 Figures Part-Time Workshop to take you by the hand and walk you through implementing the 2-lane profit system step by step, so you don't become another statistics. Okay, so this is a hands-on 5-week workshop where I'm going to work directly with you to help you develop this 1K per day plus income. So here's what you get inside the workshop. Okay, you get 5 weeks of live workshop training. Okay, step-by-step guidance with me personally. Okay, and we're going to meet in the 5 weeks. We're going to meet every Monday. We're going to have a live session training. And then on Thursday, we're going to have a Q&A call. So I'm going to give you from Monday to Thursday to actually implement what we learned. And then, so by Thursday, you'll probably have some questions. And so Thursday, we'll have a Q&A to kind of, go through everything to make sure everybody's on the right track in order to get the Facebook campaigns dialed in. Okay. So you get 5 weeks of live workshop trainings. You also get the weekly Q&A call, and you're going to get the complete 2-lane profit system. Okay, this is the exact system that's generating thousands of dollars a day for me right now. Okay, so the workshop I charged $5,000 for similar workshops before. So you got $5,000 there. The weekly Q&A calls, that's another $2,500 value, and then the 2-lane profit system. I mean, it's really priceless. But if I had to assign a value to just itself, I sell it for $3,000. Plus, you're going to get some cutting edge implementation tools to really help you get where you want to go even faster. Okay. You're going to get my 30 days to 1K a day plan. Okay. It's a daily checklist to help you earn your first $1,000 quickly. Okay. And this is my whole goal. My whole goal with this whole workshop is to have you, after you come out of this 5-week workshop, to be able to implement what you learn and to be able to make $1,000 per day. That's my goal for you, $1,000 per day. If you make $1,000 per day over the course of a year, that's $365,000 per year. And pretty much in America and most places in the world, you can live pretty comfortably for $365,000 a year for the most part. Okay. And and this is 1K plus per day. Okay. I want 1K per day to be the floor. Okay. The ceiling is up to you. It depends on how much work you want to put in, what you want to do. But my minimum goal for you is to, after this workshop, to be able to implement what you learn and to be able to build a $1,000 per day campaign. Okay. And so the 30 days to 1K day plan is going to help you do that. Okay. You also are going to get my ATM formula. Okay. This is my proven 3-step system: audience, traffic, money. Okay. Hence ATM. Okay. That's a $9.97 value by itself. And you're also going to get the ad rescue hotline. Okay, so if you could submit stuck campaigns to a private thread for direct help from me. Okay, now this alone is worth $3,000. So if you're getting stuck, your ads aren't working or whatever, then you can send them in to me. We're gonna have a special thread on WhatsApp, and so you can send me your ads and what's wrong, and then I'm gonna look at them and fix them up for you, so that you can, get back on track. Okay, so the ad rescue hotline is also something that you're going to get. And then you're also going to get the ad copy swipe vault. This is my personal vault of high performing ads, hooks, and headlines that you can ethically steal. Okay, and again, this is something that I've sold for $700 by itself. All right, so the total value of this package is over $20,000. It's $20,000. Excuse me, it's $20,088 to be exact. Okay, it was over 20K. So I know exactly what you're thinking right now. You're like, Greg, this sounds great, but what if it's just another opportunity that burns me? Listen, I get it. I've been where you are. You've heard my story, okay? That's exactly why I'm making this decision as easy as possible for you. Like I said, normally this complete system would be over $20,000. If you bought everything separately, it would be over $20,000. But look, even 10% of that, even at $2,000, is still an incredible value, okay? Because look, if it was $2,000 and all it did, let's forget about 1K a day. Let's say all it did was help you make $500 a day. Would it be worth it at $2,000? Of course, because if you're making $500 a day, you're going to make your money back in 4 days, and then everything after that is pure profit in your pocket. Okay, so $2,000 will be more than a fair price, but it's not $2,000. Because you took action and watched this entire training, I'm going to do something special for you. Okay, you can get the complete Six Figures Part-Time Workshop, including the 2-lane profit system, for just $997 today. Okay, $997. Okay, now remember, the whole goal of this is to have you make over $1,000 per day. So you can make this money back literally in 1 day. Okay, you can make your investment back in 1 day. And then everything after that is profit in your pocket. Okay, so $997 gets you this whole everything. That's $20,000 value. And look, I'm so confident that what you'll learn inside the Six Figure Part-Time Workshop can change the way you earn your money forever. Okay, but I also know the only way it works is if you actually show up and follow the process. So that's why I'm offering a 100% risk-free 14-day money-back guarantee, okay? Provided that you attend the first 2 workshop sessions and you complete the action steps. So if you show up and do the work and still don't feel like you're getting clarity, momentum, and value, then just let me know and we'll issue you a full refund. No drama, no hassles, just mutual respect. But here's the thing. This $997 price is only available through this training page. The moment you leave this page, it goes back up to the regular price. I'm only accepting 10 people into this workshop to ensure that I can give everybody personal attention. So it's only limited to 10 people. Once these 10 spots are taken, it's done, it's over, too late. And if you want even more hands-on help, I'll show you my gold package with private coaching calls and my platinum package where we do everything for you. But first you need to secure your spot in the main workshop, okay? And you can do that by clicking on the button below. So look, if you're ready to stop getting burned and start building real income with affiliate marketing, if you're tired of watching others succeed while you stay stuck, if you want to finally break free from the cycle that's kept you trapped, click the button below and secure your spot in the Six Figures Part-Time Workshop for just $997. Look, don't let another year pass watching others build a life you want while you stay stuck in the same patterns. You now have the knowledge to make the right choice. The question is, will you take action or will you let fear keep you broke? Click the button now. Your future self will thank you. This has been great. I hope you enjoyed the training. Greg Davis signing out. I'll see you on the other side. 1K a day, baby. Greg Davis signing out. Peace.